What's going on, Built by Bai Team? Thanks for checking out this week's Bendy stretch class. I got a really good one for you. This one is going to be catered to improving our posture. So this is going to be really good for honestly anyone, but especially if you're struggling with your posture throughout your day. If you spend a lot of time in the car, if you spend a lot of time seated at a desk throughout your day, typically, even just if you're spending a lot of time on our phone, all of our life is center, and we're not doing a lot of motions outside of our reach in most instances. And so this is going to be a class to help open up our chest, kind of strengthen some muscles as well in the meantime, just so that we can consistently help naturally improve our posture. So go ahead and find a comfortable place. We're not going to need any equipment, but we are going to be in seated positions, some kneeling, some positions laying down. So make sure you are on a comfortable surface, and let's get started. Alrighty, team. So we're going to start in a seated position. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can sit in a kneeling position for this one. It's not necessarily specific on how you're going to sit into it. We're really just focusing on our upper body. So find a way that's going to be comfortable. We're going to go ahead and interlock our fingers, put those hands behind our head. And what we are going to do is take a big deep inhale to open up. And as we exhale, we're going to round through our spine, create a C, touch those elbows together on the front. Sorry, my microphone might be cutting out. But we're going to try to round as much as we can throughout our spine as we bring those elbows together before we inhale again to open up. Follow your own breathing cues and go through a few cycles of this. Round, round, round. Pull that head down to your chin to chest. Every time you open up, try to make it a little bit bigger than the time before. Last one, biggest one, inhale. Slight hold up at the top and exhale, close it down. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral position. We are going to work into a kneeling position. So we're going to be doing some torso twists on this one. So let's go ahead and start with our left knee in a 90-degree position. We're going to have some alligator arms out in front of us. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to open up to our left, looking back as far behind us as we can before we come to a close, and open up to our right. We're going to be working a very wide range of motion on this one. So go ahead and alternate. Same thing. You can cue your breath to inhale as you open up, exhale as you close, and repeat that cycle. Ooh, and make sure you keep your balance. Go ahead and inhale, open up, close it down, open up on the last time on this side, close it down. Switch those legs for me. Right leg is going to come into a kneeling position, alligator arms out in front. Go ahead and open up on that inhale. Close on the exhale before we work that other side. Follow your own breathing. If it's a little different than mine, that's a-okay. Kind of pay attention. There might be a side that you're able to open up on a little bit more than the other, and balance might be even a little tougher on one side over the other. So pay attention to those things, and over time we can work on those imbalances. One more on each side. Beautiful. Last one. And close it off. Beautiful job. Okay, this next one, we're going to be laying on our stomach in this position. We're going to take our arm in a 90-degree position here out on our side. I want you to relax your head down, and what we're going to do is we are going to rotate to create a good stretch throughout our chest and our shoulder on this one. You don't have to force anything, kind of play around with the angle if it might be a little uncomfortable. That's okay, but you're going to slowly want to twist into it, not to the point of pain, but as you're taking those breaths, we should be able to get that muscle to relax and lengthen, and then we can push ourselves a little bit further. Push into it a little bit more with those big deep breaths. Almost there. Give me one more big inhale. And let it go. Nice and slow out of that one. Before we work to the other side, I kind of have to move. The benches aren't that wide, but we're going to take that left arm. Same thing, 90 degree. We want to make sure that our elbow is in line with our shoulder. We're going to relax our head down. We don't want to be cranking through our neck. And same thing, we are just going to lightly rotate into stretching that left side. Big deep breaths here. Push a little bit more as it starts to relax so that we can get a little additional length on it. Chest is a really hard one that typically gets shortened throughout our day, especially where we just talked about our computer is typically center, our steering wheel is center, holding our phone, whatever it is, our chest typically gets shortened throughout that process, and that's why we need to open it up as we are getting that working to improve our posture. Okay, so for this next one, don't mind all my bug bites, you guys, but we're going to be in a kneeling position. We are going to be doing some side bends. So if this is a little bit too uncomfortable, you can be in like a crisscross applesauce seated position. You just want to make sure that your like hips aren't rolling up within it, but we're just going to plant right hand to our side, stretching throughout our left before we go back down and extend throughout our right. Try to create a good stretch throughout our lat, throughout our low back on this side. Push, push, push. Don't let that hip roll out, roll up. Make sure that we're keeping it pinned down nice and even with our other side before we rotate to stretch that left side. Big deep breaths is going to be really crucial for this one. And extend through. Every time, try to reach a little further. Let's go. One more on each side. Extend, extend. Give me a little hold. Big inhale. A hold at the top. Exhale, working on that left side. Extend through. This is definitely my tighter side. Hold, hold, hold. Take a big deep inhale. And let it go. Beautiful job, beautiful job. Okay, we're going to work into a child's pose. So I don't want us to take our knees too wide on this one. We're really going to be focusing on stretching our upper body. So sink those hips back. We're going to walk our hands out as far as we can and tuck your head down. You should be feeling a good stretch. You might be feeling it in your shoulders a little bit, but especially here throughout our lats. So as you walk those hands out, it's going to be more in those lats. If you struggle to keep your hips down, that's okay. That's something we'll work on in a future class. We're really just focused on extending throughout this upper body. Big deep breaths. Last big breath here. Let it go. Oh, beautiful. We're going to work our way into a seated position. So can be sitting in a chair, sitting crisscross applesauce, kind of whatever's going to work for you. Let's go ahead and start on our right side. Put that right hand behind our back, and we're going to pull our left ear to our left shoulder to create a good little stretch throughout our traps, our shoulder, our neck. You don't have to crank yourself into this one crazy far. That's not going to benefit us by any means. It's a good little hold. Nice and slow. Left hand's going to go on our low back. Take that right ear to our right shoulder. If you're looking down, it's going to feel a little bit different compared to keeping ear to shoulder. Beautiful. Our neck is an important piece to consistently improving our posture. Just so we opened up our chest, we opened up our back, we're working on that torso mobility. Now to kind of tie things all together, we're just going to be opening up and stretching out that neck area. Nice and slow. Now I just want us to work on some big neck circles. I want you to let that head roll all throughout that neck joint. You can go as slow or as fast as what feels good for you. Go ahead and switch directions. Just give me a few more here. Make it big, big, big. You can pause in any area that you're needing it for yourself. Beautiful. Okay, shake that out. Thank you guys so much for checking out this Improving Your Posture stretch class. This is one that I know we can all benefit from, especially in today's world. Some other things that are also going to help benefit you is doing your weight resistance training. We got the Built by Bai program that you can always join in on. Lots of exciting things coming for that very, very soon, so keep an eye out for it. But again, making sure that you're consistently stretching throughout your weight resistance training as well to maintain a healthy long muscle for its appropriate length, just so that we don't run into any muscle discrepancies or compensations. That's the word I was trying to think of. But again, thank you for checking out this class. Thank you so much for support. Please tell your friends, like, comment, subscribe, comment anything that you want to see in the future. If you kind of need some more one-on-one help, I am so here for you in every single way. So just shoot me a message and we are going to make sure that you are taken care of. But you can always join our Facebook group, Built by Bai, for free. Or I have my one-on-one health and fitness coaching for $12.99 a month. That is an awesome resource catered to you. But again, grateful for you guys. I will see you on next week's stretch class. Go make it the very best day.